Hello and good evening, everyone.
Yeah, good evening.
Good evening.
Been a busy day.
Busy day. Weather and Olympics.
Yeah. I mean, hey, if you're going to get rained all day, you might as well have something great to watch on TV.
Jinx, you guys owe me.
Yeah.
Wait, is that how that works?
No, just kidding. Anyway, we've got a lot of hot topics to get to tonight. So we'll start with the intense matchup on the court. Our entire newsroom was invested in this. We all were,
so
right?
Loud.
Especially because most of America was.
I think so too. This man obviously hails from right here at home. 36 points. Chef Curry with a game for the ages, knocking off Serbia 95-91. They were down 17 at one point and almost by 20 at the half-point period. So it took all four quarters for these guys to come back. Obviously, Steph was big. LeBron had a triple-double. Might I say, at this age, Michael Jordan was on the Wizards. This man is leading Team USA with a triple-double. He's had quite the run in the Olympics as well.
There's a great picture of them together, by the way.
Yeah, for a while there,
Viral
the
picture.
first three quarters, I mean, LeBron was doing everything but scoring a bunch, but Steph was carrying the team offensively because they just could not hit anything. And the reason Serbia played so well is Joker was just tearing it up inside, and their three-point shooting was amazing. I mean, they were hitting everything from outside, so it was a defensive struggle for the United States to kind of defend these guys. And once they figured it out, that's where LeBron really came in because, you know, he's such a big guy. He could play against the guards and play inside. So he was guarding Joker sometimes and distributing the ball. It was a really amazing game. Down the stretch, it was awesome.
It's actually reminiscent of what the Nuggets do a lot during the year.
Yes.
They do that pick and roll, and then they pass it out. That's the style the Nuggets use, and it works well for Serbia, as you could see. They've got the shooters. So
the cool thing about watching it was you could see about after halftime the way the United States players were into it. It was like
even Kevin Durant
could have been NBA Finals the way they. I mean, they were.
I've not seen KD like that. The emotions.
Even you know, what's his? I mean, I can't think his name now. For the 76ers.
Embiid.
Joel Embiid.
Yeah.
He is normally very stoic.
Thank you.
And you can
Off
tell
camera.
my mind is on everything. But Joel Embiid, he was just into it, and he was crazy. He was playing tough defense. He drew a traveling charge on Joker, and so it was unbelievable. It was if you haven't seen it live, go back and watch it. It's worth, especially the second half.
Well, it's cool too because we've seen in prime time we get a little extra context added as well, and it's always just fun to watch it multiple times. So I would say watch it as much as you can.
And we got to talk about what the gold medal matchup now is.
I know, yes.
Unbelievable.
So,
France basically has a whole NBA team as well, and you have the United States. I mean, so it's going to be, and they're playing on their home court, France. So that arena is going to be crazy.
You're looking for their 5th consecutive gold medal, Team USA. So
I meant to ask our director, Sean, who we know is a big Wemby fan.
Yeah, he's a big Wemby fan.
Well, I did talk to him prior to this. He's rooting for Team USA.
Good,
He's a huge Spurs fan. He was talking about Wemby coming of his own, though, and becoming a man during this game. I think United States will have something to say about it, so we'll see.
There's, there will be a whole Charlotte connection because our future coach is an assistant coach for France. And, then today, Music? I can remember his game from the Hornets. He was actually on Serbia today, and he was killing us from outside. So it was
Bogdanovic?
Vizius Mucic.
Oh, yeah.
He came over in the trade.
He was a point guard.
Yeah.
And,
he
I watched him play this year.
Outside, so.
We have a little time to figure out the name.
Yeah,
we'll get there.
The pronunciations.
Well, hey,
that's all I remember.
A lot of people are talking about this. The entrance, the ending, the race itself. Noah Lyles not able to take home the gold, but he did get the bronze in the 200-meter race.
And as was revealed, he had COVID all the while. He says he tested positive 2 days ago. We see Botswana's Letsile Tobago taking gold, Team USA's Kenneth Bednarik winning silver, and Tobago's first African man to win an Olympic gold in the 200-meter sprint.
Botswana's first ever Olympic gold, first ever. So it's good to see Botswana obviously getting the gold. I know Noah was not happy, and a lot of folks are obviously talking online about this, but it happened on Tuesday where he tested positive for this. And it sounds like potentially there could be other athletes that are getting sick. I'm not exactly sure, but it was a tough thing to see. Obviously, him wheeled out on a wheelchair. You never want to see something like that. So
yeah, he his story. He has asthma, and so that when you saw him running, it almost looked like he was having an asthma attack. He was really struggling to breathe, especially at the end of that race. So you knew something was wrong, and then you find out it's COVID, and that's that causes you issues to breathe as well.
Indeed.
So it was a crazy race. Good news for Botswana though. That was kind of came out of nowhere.
Well, you alluded to, Colin. I mean, this is not the first athlete we'd seen during these games coming down with COVID. I remember a bunch of swimmers recently making headlines for this, and I guess it is drawing to light the fact that the Paris Games are treating the protocols for COVID-19 a lot differently than we saw the last couple Olympics that were during the pandemic. Or shortly afterwards.
We'll have to see. He's still up for the 4x1 100-meter final, which I think is tomorrow. So we'll have to see if he races in that. United States is still favored, so they still could win another medal in that respect. Same thing with the women's.
Who the alternate is, because usually they bring alternates for this, but I wonder who they would swap out with.
That's a good question. I just want to make a note, though. The United States track and field team, they have 27 medals. I do believe this is the best Olympic Games for any United States track and field team to ever go to Olympic Games. So, and they, like I said, they have more medals to be won still.
Well, it feels like they're killing it. It feels like it, and
they are.
Obviously, when you pull numbers.
The favorites are winning, but you're also seeing a bunch of surprises.
Upsets.
So it's been amazing.
Speaking of this woman, an amazing person, and you're going to see and hear her name for quite some time. Sydney McLaughlin-Leveroni crushing the world record and winning gold in the 400-meter hurdle. She finished in 50.37 seconds. She now extends her winning streak back to 2019. Not the only woman to do well in this. I think you've got the next one.
Yes, so true, because we got to give a shout out to Providence Day's Anna Cockrell pushing through the finish line there to get silver. This was an exciting one.
It was a great race.
It was a great race. And at one point, we didn't know if Anna, it looked like she was going to podium. Didn't necessarily know if she was going to get the silver. So it was great to see her come out. A nice 1-2 for Team USA to add to that total. I was just saying 27 medals total for United States track and field. So also the U.S. women's track team cruising to the finals, their 4x100 meter relay. At one point, Germany was in the lead for quite a while, and Sha'Carri Richardson took off. Gabby Thomas is on this team as well, and the finals coming up soon. So I cannot wait to see these women run again.
Those are some great races. And the interesting thing is when you see some of these finals, and we have 3 Americans in the final heats, it tells you how good the United States is, because some countries barely have one person making it to the finals, and we're getting 3 in there. So the opportunity to win medals is, like Colin alluded to, is going to just keep increasing as we go to these final races.
And we really saw Richardson kind of buoy the squad, if you will, in this one. They ran the race in 41.94 seconds, by the way. Well ahead of Germany and Switzerland.
He was getting nervous in these relays because
the handoff,
the exchange. If you drop it or you exchange outside of the exchange lane, you're done. So that they're fast, but you could totally screw it up by not doing it correctly.
We don't have a picture
which
of this.
we've seen.
Yes, or dropping the baton.
We don't have a picture of this, but I want to give a shout out to Tara Davis-Woodall too, who had an amazing winning a gold medal, leaping an amazing hallmark situation where she went into her husband's arms at the end. I do believe she won gold as well in the long jump. So like I said, cleaning house in the track and field. Well, now to this, the U.S. women's volleyball team punching their ticket to the finals. The team beating Brazil 3-2. They'll now take on Italy for gold. This game was very close. All of these games in the semifinals are going to be close because that's just the way that it is.
I love volleyball.
This one was like heart-stopping.
These women are amazing.
The whole time.
Just the nonstop volleys back and forth. It's just these. As you mentioned, these games have all been close. It is really tough to pull away. They did in that final game, but man, it took a while. They were, give credit to Brazil. They are very good at volleyball as well.
When I see a ball spiked, I just think of, man, how fast that ball is coming and how quick they're able to get under the ball on the opposite side of the volleyball court there. It's
so
quite amazing
cool to see the passing game and the sets and the short sets and just the way they run plays and the athleticism. Some of these women, like you said, the power of these spikes, unbelievable.
Woo. Make some heads roll. Watch out.
That's not your backyard volleyball.
No. Just like the badminton. They'll go through a brick wall.
Completely different sport.
Or the table tennis, that thing going.
Well, while we are seeing some excitement, there's a little bit of disappointment too with some events, which we continue to see some being plagued with just not being able to get off the ground in the timely manner that they would hope. We are seeing men's kite surfing semifinals getting delayed again because of lack of wind.
This familiar problem for sailing events this week. So that is not a good thing. Hopefully things will turn around. Not many days to get back to this, but that's good to see. We haven't even talked about breaking. That's coming up in the next 2 days as well. So I think we'll have more.
Wait for that forever.
Yeah, we'll have more having that at the end, kind of, I guess, saving the best for the last here. American flag bearers for the closing ceremony are set. This is a reveal you need to see. Olympic swimmer Katie Ledecky and Olympic rower Nick Mead will represent Team USA, both winning gold medals in Paris. Ledecky even teared up. There's a video, as I was just speaking of, on X when she found out that news. And Mead says his first step is getting a haircut. I don't know where he's going to do that. And I'm sure there's places in Paris, but.
Oh, I bet they have someone with the team, right?
Gotta be.
Or, yeah.
Do
it yourself.
Or maybe somebody's mom, you know?
Yeah, someone there will handle
it. Get that bowl out.
Yeah, man, the bowl haircut. Let's take a look at this video. Olympic gymnast Jordan Childs encouraging one aspiring athlete to chase her dreams.
Yeah, this was really sweet. On the Today Show, Childs met 11-year-old Alexa, who wants to be in the Olympics. She tells her to, quote, always believe in the power of your dreams.
So great to see. I mean, these young women and men, they obviously understand the role model status that they are in, and they take that very seriously. So it's good to see. I mean, I don't know how much more we can say about the women's gymnastics team from Team USA. They're just all
awesome.
Stars, giving their time, their talents, everything that they have. So speaking of Childs, she also made a big announcement this morning. She's heading back to UCLA for the 2025 gymnastics season.
And this too, odd jobs apparently at the Olympics are catching the attention of folks online. We've all seen Bob the cap catcher by now, right?
Yep.
With the Speedo.
Yep.
Everyone loves this one. He's in charge of getting the caps that fall to the bottom of the pool during competition.
Well, there's also a balloon brandisher, which preps the cameras for floor routines. And there's a team tasked with fixing the wall at equestrian jumping events. So it must happen pretty quickly because you barely see it, or maybe during commercial breaks. But.
Yeah, all the spectators get to see this, though, because
Well,
they got to fix everything.
I wonder, are they volunteers or do they get paid?
Great question.
A certain
You got to be,
amount to do this?
can't be shy because you're doing it in front of a huge crowd.
Well,
And you
gotta
can't mess
train.
up.
And they've got to train these people too, I'm
yeah,
guessing.
do it
So.
quick, get out there and
like
fix everything.
stewards.
Yeah, the jumps, you got to put the bars back up on the equestrian.
That's right. Yeah, make sure the next horse can jump. So, hey, as we wrap this up tonight, we want to take a look at the latest medal counts. As I said, we could still go way over 103. We still have a shot at numerous events in the days ahead. So, as you can see, leading the way with 103, our next closest country is China, France, Great Britain, and Australia with the top 5 there. And tonight on WCNC Charlotte in prime time, we start on the springboard. The men compete for the gold in the 3-meter diving final.
From there, we go to the starting line for a number of races, including the men's 200-meter final, women's hurdles, long jump as well.
And as always, stick around with us for the late newscast at 11. We'll see you in about 12 minutes or so at 7 for our newscast then.